Hello again, everyone. I'm Tiegon, and last time on XCOM UFO Defense, we shot down 3 UFOs, and we shot down 3 UFOs the time before last time, but we recovered one of those 2 UFOs, and we're working on recovering the next one. We have our Sky Ranger refueling and rearming. We got one of our people wounded last time, so we are killed last time, so we're gonna need a replacement. I elect Sergeant Steve Martin as our replacement, and everyone's a squaddie, so everyone's gotten some experience. I think we should put some of our best feet forward, which means actually taking along some more of our experienced members, but not our colonel. I'm going to save our colonel. I'm going to say you two are going to be replaced by Sergeants Oscar Bryant and Catherine Carr's wounded. Neil Parker is going to come along. Neil Parker. Maybe Helga. Maybe Helga? Helga's a bit on the weak side. Yeah, Helga. Helga can come along. And how is our armor? We're all wearing personal armor except for Mikhail, Astra. You are all officers. You're a captain. You're a colonel. You're a captain. Or no, you're the commander. You're the captain. You're a sergeant, and you're a sergeant as well. So I think nothing but high-ranking people are wearing flying suits, and that works. The colonel could be wearing one if he was going along in the mission, but he's not. Emphatically not. We do have now 10 heavy plasma clips, which is more ammo than I've had in quite a while, and I would like to keep it that way, so I'm going to stick with 4 heavy plasma cannons loaded up. Ooh, we're actually out of rocket launcher rounds, which means I'm going to have to put the rocket launcher away. We'll have to bring another heavy cannon to make up for that, and a few extra rounds, just so that everyone has some extra rounds instead of the rockets. Okay, so once again, we got the blaster, 4 plasma, 1 autocannon with incendiary ammo, and 8 heavy cannons, so that's a total of 14 weapons. Everything else is good. I approve of Jan's setup, and also, while I'm thinking about it, extra rockets, please. We do have a good amount of storage space, I'm pretty sure, so I would like that's pretty excessive, actually. Just 20 rockets. 20 rockets will do me for quite a few missions. I could go insane. I mean, I have gone insane, but I could go insane about rockets in particular, but I think I'm going to wait on that. Alright, so how are we doing on the refueling? We are at 76%, and approximately 15% per hour, was it? Let me double check that math. I did approximately an hour. We were at 75%. Now we're at 86%, so it's more like 10% an hour. So I'm gonna need to go for like 2 more hours. Is that what you're telling me? So 2, 3, 4 o'clock, rock. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. All right, 99%. Rock around the clock tonight. Are we refueled now? We're rearming now. That's good. How long does rearming take? Took about an hour, and we're ready. All right. We're gonna kill some aliens tonight. Okay, that song has been overdone, but it just crept into my head, and now you are all victims of it. Congratulations. You are now at the whim of whatever comes into my little mind. That's why you all tune in. Okay, we're going for crash site 111 instead of crash site 112, which is actually a large. So since this is a large, you could say that this is a crash site of greater importance, but I would like to get them both. And this is the one. Crash site 111 got shot down first, and since they're on the same timer, or at least this one's on a shorter timer, I want to try to get them both. And if I want to get them both, then I got to do this one first. If I think that I'm only going to get one of the 2, I should go for this one. That's the logic that's going through my mind. Anyways, here we go. Let's take this place down, this ship down. Let's take out whoever's on the ship. Sky Ranger 1 is preparing to land at UFO 1111111. The Japanese automatopoeia, that is the sound that's what they write down for sounds, how sounds are written. The automatopoeia for a dog is 1. Like, Americans, we say dogs go bark or woof, but the Japanese, they say dogs go 1, 1, 1, 1. I am a dog, 1, 1, 1. Which, I mean, they kind of, it you can kind of see what they mean, but it's like, it's kind of a stretch. Same with bark. I mean, that's kind of a stretch. Or woof. Not really. I mean, they're going. The dogs are kind of going. Well, dogs make various noises when they bark, don't they? That's why I can kind of see it all. It's like a kind of a larger dog might kind of go one, or another one might bark, or. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just it never feels quite right. I'm just automatopoeia words that you use for noises just don't quite. Who's getting what weapon? I just need to focus. Focus on the task at hand. My God, I'm easily getting distracted today. So who has a weapon that they do not deserve? That is not. Would you like? You're usually in the back, right? Have one of these. Have one of these. I think you'll. Why do you not load these from the start? That is one question I have. What's the deal with not loading these at the beginning? And also sometimes I do get a little close to the old microphone. I need to put on a better windsock on that. Better noise cancellation or whatever it is, vibration. Sometimes there's a bit of vibration from my speaking. I'm still improving my microphone setup. I recently got it out of the way, but still not perfect. I'm working on improving it. Anyways, focus. Mikhail, you get this, and you are a armored person. So, well, except for you're not super accurate. So maybe you don't deserve one of these. You just deserve throwing weapons. Maybe, yeah, you're more good at throwing, so just do that. Astra is good at shooting, so Astra definitely gets one of these. And not one of those. Alright, and the Grenadier, I guess, can hold on to a cannon for now, but Crystal Hafner should definitely get a plasma. Here you go, have that. Did I actually not take enough weapons? I feel like, or no, I do have, yeah, one slot, one weapon, just barely, exactly enough. Okay, Crystal Hafner, you can have this, despite the fact that you're not the most accurate person. You're wearing the armor, and I think I haven't evaluated you again recently. You might, that small F might have grown into a large F by now. I'm hoping it has. Either way, though, that's fine. And I think I approve of the rest of this setup, but let me be certain. Alrighty then. I think we are good. Oh wait, small S. Yes, Karnov's got the fire spitting. Alright, yeah, I approve of this setup. I may have done something wrong, but I think we're cool. Alright, so it's the caves. It's the cave setup. Oscar Bryant is a sergeant who does not have proper levels of armor, but we don't have that much equipment to go around. Tatsuo is a recruit. You both have good reactions, so just keep an eye on things while we prepare some smoke. Although, Astra, technically, you could potentially shoot someone this turn if they were to show up. If the person in front of you is crouching. You're both crouching, right? I took your turn to crouch. I think the people sitting in front should crouch, even though it'll take them more time later to stand back up. It's totally worth it. Astra, yes, I would like smoke on the very first turn. If you can throw it over someone's head, that'd be grand. But if you can throw it over someone's head. Brilliant. All right. And then Grenadier, you have incendiary rounds, which could be kind of fun, actually. Maybe, don't load those yet, but maybe later. Maybe later. Alright, so done. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine, whatever. Not everyone has a prime. There's smoke grenades. You were overweight, weren't you? If not, you need to drop those anyways, because you're not... Helga, you're not going to be able to throw those anywhere, really. I mean, that's just preposterous. Karnov, yeah, smoke, yes. Everyone smoke all the time. We can't get enough of those smoke containers. I swear they have saved my life on many occasions. I think maybe it's debatable, but I feel like it works. I feel like it's a good luck charm. Maybe this is making my videos take a lot longer, but I'd rather have things take longer than lose. I'll put it that way. It's what I need to do to win. That's how I feel, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, Tatsuo is moving out into the smoke, and he's going to crouch out there, or not, because he doesn't have enough time units. Oscar Bryant is a sergeant, so I think maybe someone should go out before him, but everyone else behind him is higher rank or equal rank, so... And you're in the front, so actually, in this case, I'm going to say get out there and be a man, and, you know... Oh, there's the ship, so we probably want more people looking shipways. However, we do want people looking all directions, just in case, but definitely we want someone looking at the ship, just to make sure. Astra, you're a captain, and the captain gets to sit on the captain's seat on top of the ship, where you can kind of sail. There's a little steering wheel for you up there. You can steer the ship. Probably. It's not going anywhere, but you can kind of feel like you are. Alright, Mikhail, I'm gonna want you out here, and yes, down in the smoke if you can manage it. Right, you just descend on your friend's head. That's fine. That's what friends are for. Just to land on their heads. Crystal Hafner, I do have mixed feelings about risking all my sergeants, so Crystal Hafner, stay inside and just kind of watch. Be watching in case there is a situation that needs reacting to, and Helga will come down, and you're out of the smoke, so I want you to deploy smoke exactly where you are. You did prime that last turn? Good. So just set that down, and you can react to things if you need to. Hopefully you won't. Andrea, you're really good at reacting, so I want you down here as well. I want you to come down and crouch on this side of the ship. And then Karnov's gonna move up to the edge. Oh, it's very, very crowded here. So I want you to get further away. And that's primed as well. And I think the smoke from that grenade's probably gonna cover it pretty well. So just crouch. And Damien Evans will have the wisdom to not come out this turn, as well as Gaston and Steve Martin. We're just going to get to the front of the ship. Lewis, yes, stay behind here. I really hope that Lewis cannot react with that weapon, because doing a reaction shot with that weapon would be a very not suggested thing to do. Alright, so that works, since it's hard to get your entire crew out of the ship safely in the first turn. So I settle for just getting about half of them out there. Alright, we created some smoke, and I'm feeling a lot safer. Tatsuo's gonna scout just a little bit, because you're good at reacting. And Helga is not good at reacting. She's just good at sniping, so she'll wait. And Andrea Taylor is gonna move up a bit, and then be ready to react. Oscar Bryant is very strong, good at throwing things. And he's loaded with AP rounds. I forgot that there's some AP rounds going around. Oscar, just a little bit of forward movement, and I want you to crouch here. And then Mikhail with the smoke should not be doing that. He should put that away. He should also go somewhere where it's safe. He'll protect his fellow officer, his fellow sergeants, by moving up here, keeping track of that, and then he'll prepare to start potentially bombarding in the future. Karnov is going to finish exploring this side. He will throw a smoke grenade up here to make even more smoke, because I just feel safe when I'm engulfed in smoke and when my people are partially delirious from smoke inhalation. That's probably the best way to be. That's clearly the policy. Crystal Hafner. Proximity, I suppose. And you can't prime it this turn, but you're not likely to react to things anyway, so I'm gonna save you enough time units so that you can do it if you need to, but I doubt you will, and I mean if you do, you're not very good at it, so Gaston will be out here. He'll definitely be ready to react. Steve Martin is extremely good at reacting as well. So come on out, Steve Martin. You are a sergeant, but you do not have a sergeant's level of armor, so I'm a little bit afraid for you. Damien Evans. Not as worried about you, my friend. You're simply a squatty, so why don't you move out front and just watch the direction of that ship. Gudrun Kraus is good at just about everything. Very impressive recruit right here. I think we are clustering a little bit here. I think rather than cluster and take advantage of your good reactions, I'm going to move you up here. Although now you're maybe more in danger than you were. Maybe that wasn't the best decision, but... And then you two stay on the ship and react if you need to. Lewis, actually, I don't think you need to hold on to that. All you need to do is be ready with your weapon and make use of it. And then the Grenadier... Maybe actually the Commander should have the artillery. I'm a bit worried about that for some reason. But yeah, actually, it probably should be him with that and you with the cannon, but well, that's fine. And Astra is sitting up top of the ship, ready to react to things if she should need to. Just keep crouching up there. And do I approve of this setup? I think I do. Hopefully we won't get attacked by an area attack or anything else. Okay. Continued silence, that's good. I continue to be able to establish my perimeter. And we can start bombarding now. I feel safe enough about this perimeter I've established, so let's start doing that. Let's find areas that we can't see and make sure that there's no aliens there. I will prime this explosive, and, well, actually, let's do a little bit of scouting, and then we can bombard those places we've scouted. So, Tatsuo, just look around very carefully, okay? Kind of surprised you don't see anything, but you are in smoke. Damien, you're not as good at reacting, so just peek out of the smoke. Does somebody have smoke for you to... I'll wonder if that's active. Alright, so Damien, you're coming out of the smoke. It's scary. It's very scary. Okay, you did some exploring. I feel good about that. Is this a primed one? It is a primed one. I am going to... You're probably not going to react anyways, but I'm just going to, just set it on the ground. Set it and forget it. And can you crouch too? Okay, you're crouching, and you're perfectly enough for a snapshot. I wonder if saving perfectly enough for a snapshot for reactions means that you can still turn and shoot, or can you just shoot? Because, I mean, he only has time points, or he only has enough time units to shoot, not turn and shoot, but it seems like reaction shots don't play by the same rules as normal shots, so I don't know what he's capable of, but it seems like he'd be only capable of shooting in the direction he's facing and not turning and shooting. Anyways, Andrea Taylor, I want you to take cover behind that rock. You are kind of exposed, but you'll get covered in smoke in a moment. Steve Martin, everyone! He's gonna come over here. And Karnov will come around the side. And Crystal Hafner, you can prepare that. Why not? And toss it at the exit of one of these caves. I think there's a rear exit to this cave, so go ahead and put it there. Yeah. Or whatever. There's a thin area back there, so there's a good chance that if an alien is in that area, he'll be walking down that channel. Maybe I should not have had you move forward, actually. And Mikhail, you had prepared this explosive. Has everyone who wants to scout scouted already? Basically, yes. Although I was forgetting to do the end turn button like that. Although Gaston hasn't. Gaston, could you maybe see an alien? No? Okay, I'm going to have you crouch here, because I don't want you to come over the hill. You'll be seen more easily if you do that. And Gudrun, I want you to just be along here. Listen, no reason to be more conspicuous than we need to be. Oscar Bryant is an officer who is strong. He has grenades he can prepare. I don't want him to get too risky, so go ahead and prepare one of those. And I want you to distribute it. I want you, if you can. You can't. I'm sorry, I used up too much of your time. I'm sorry. Yes, over here. Maybe forward moving was not the best idea, but I did that. It's done. Alright, darkness is there. Throw. Done. Terrain destroyed. Good job, sir. I have completed my mission, sir. Good job. Well done. You have definitely done something. I'm not sure if it was effective, but you've done it, and you can feel proud of that. Astra, I want you to move up just a little bit, and crouch, and then Grenadier Commander will be up top here with his grenades. He can start distributing those, or firing cannon shells if he desires. Maybe you should just scrooge something with a cannon round. I mean, why not? They're so incredibly cheap, and you're probably not going to need to react to anything this turn. Your reactions are pretty terrible. Why not? Fire! Alright, well, actually, here's one reason why not. You could kill your friends, but he's pretty accurate. Okay, that's smoke. That's not smoke. And I didn't hear any aliens die, but they don't always make noise when, well, if they go unconscious, they don't make noise. Well, actually, they don't always make noise when they die either, just most of the time, which I do find rather convenient, because you know you killed something. Oscar Bryant, let's wait. Do move scouts first, please. If you move your scouts first, then your supporting characters you'll be able to help them, and they'll be more likely to survive. Alright, Gaston, you're a little bit worried about that cave entrance, and that is perfectly understandable. It's a creepy cave. It's a creepy, creepy cave. Okay, no one behind that thing. Just gonna have you stay there. Damien, son of Satan. Why don't you move up? No, it's just, for some reason, that's the typical name they use for that sort of thing. I don't know why. I actually really don't know why. It's just a sort of thing that's done. It's just what comes into my mind. I'm a normal human being, influenced by the media heavily. Alright, Karnov is moving up. Grenadier Coward is still sitting around. Astra is waiting for things to scrooch. Do we have any more scouts that wanted to move forward? Crystal, you're not acting like a scout. Oscar Bryant, you're pretty ready to throw things. Gudrun, move along the cave wall and crouch. If something comes out of the cave, you can scrooch it potentially. Gaston will still get flanked if something comes out of the cave, which is an issue. I kind of want to issue a grenade at that cave wall, actually, because that would settle the issue of that. But that's fine. All right, let's do more. Let's do more of these. I think that'll be fun. Now I can throw it after if I've got 17 left, which I just screwed that up. So just get here, and hopefully no one will kill you while you're holding this. I thought you needed 4 to, well, yeah, you only need 4 to move, but you have to turn and move. You have to move, turn before you can move. That's why you can't do that there. All right, Oscar Bryant. The edge of the ship should be somewhere around. I can use my cursor to kind of search it out, which is weird. I can see a wall here, and I can see a wall. Oh, here, there it ends. There it ends. Can you throw it here? That's about where the door of the ship is, or was. Dang it, I missed it. Can I throw it here? 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 Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna throw it over here in this mountaintop. How about that? No? Because I'm technically trying to throw it in the ground and you need me to throw it up here? Or just because it's out of range? Or oh no, it's because I'm behind I'm in a freaking, or no, I was thinking it was the other guy. But still, move up a little bit. Move up just a little, and then you'll be able to throw this more easily. I know you're kind of putting yourself in a precarious position. Or I did move everyone else though, right? I did move other people I moved the scouts. So yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna move up a little bit more. And yeah, I'm gonna try to throw it. Now that I've moved up some, I'm gonna try to throw it over here again. Again. Alright, here's the edge. And no. Yes! Alright, good enough. Is it on the roof? Okay, no. Actually, it's no. No, it's not what I told you to do, Oscar. Oscar! Also, that's not saving time units for... That's not doing what I told you or saving time units for a snapshot. That is doubly wrong. Double the wrongness, my friend. Double the wrongness, double the fun. Crystal Hafner's got a good weapon, and she's good at using it, so just stay with your friends somewhere where you can provide them the support fire they need. Sounds good. Alright. Lewis is ready with that craziness. Maybe you should actually get out of the ship so that if something happens wrong with this weapon, it won't blow up all your most important friends. You'll just blow yourself up, which will be sad, but at least it won't involve... At least your mistake won't bring down others as well. Just yourself. Okay, you get out on the edge of the wing since you're the captain. You deserve to be further ahead than the commander. Commander, I just want you to shoot things, maybe not actually. Maybe fire rounds, actually. Even though that's kind of Karnov's job, I just like causing fires. It's fun. It's fun, and it can sometimes be beneficial. It's fun, though. Okay, hidden movement. Hidden movement. It would be funny if it's like just the fact that the commander has fire rounds. Somehow that causes things to go poorly. That would be kind of funny to me. It's like you just change those, and now you're paying for it. Okay, Gaston, you're scared of the cave. I'm scared of the cave. We're all scared of the cave. I think Gudrun's gonna toss a proximity in the cave, and then we cannot be afraid of the cave so much. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so you've looked into the cave, and now you can't do anything but look over there, because I just wasted too much of your time. Okay, so Gaston's going to scooch over here a bit, and then crouch. Look at the cave while crouching. Oscar Bryant, we're going to wait on you. We're going to wait on you. And Mikhail's got an active thing. We're going to wait on you, because maybe we'll see something for you to send that activeness at. Alright, Karnov is going to maybe set something on fire, but too many of his friends are in smoke. We're going to wait on you. We're going to wait on you. Okay, you're in a scouting position. You scout. You scout something. We are meeting very few aliens outside. I find that strange. I find that uncomforting somehow. I think they're out here somewhere, but I'm just not seeing them. And I'm afraid that they're going to come out and see me at some point that I find rather inconvenient. And I'm worried about that. I like things to remain convenient, vis-a-vis the surviving and fighting of aliens. Alright, so it would be kind of fun to put a fire right on top of the ship and see if it kind of burns down through. Can I make that happen? No? I know I'm making smoke inhalation go up by doing this. Okay, we just fired 3 fire rounds and no fire occurred whatsoever unless it's happening inside the ship. That's kind of disappointing. Alright, so I'm going to wait on you. Karnov, you also enjoy making fire. Why don't you come on inside? Or come out of the smoke. Alright, by the way, how are you feeling? Little bit, you're both pretty tough. You're both pretty tough. Yeah, we can make more fire if we want. Why not? Why not? This is why we brought the ammo. The ammo's cheap. Why not light the ship on fire? I've seen it pierce through a wall before. It could happen again. Sir, Captain, the hull of the ship is red hot. We should do something about this. Turn off the shields. What shields? Oh, I don't know. Massage the dilithium crystals, or whatever you do to keep them maintained. I have no idea. Anyways, Scott, it's Oscar Bryant. I think, yeah, I like to be safe, and safe is smoke. Smoke is safe, safe is smoke, and the person who is in the most danger is Gaston. And where the heck did that... I guess maybe that'll be good. You can almost pick that back up and throw it again. Should you do that? I'm gonna say, yeah, it's fine. No. Alright, done. Alright, Mikhail, where would you like to distribute a very large explosive? Well, it's tempting to try to blast open that cave, and then blast what's in there. Literally eating through the terrain and having fun with terrain destruction. The more I say that, the more appealing that becomes. So let's do that! Let's do that! I would like to eat inside the cave, and then... No, that's... You know how many explosives that's going to take? Probably just a few more than I have. So just throw it somewhere where you can't see... Maybe blowing up an alien. You know, there's usually aliens in front of their spaceship. Somewhere we can't see. Out of range? Okay, my bad. Alright then, we'll move forward slightly. And maybe a little bit more. Although I'm getting close to Gaston, my friend. So I don't want to be too close to him. We're really close, but I don't want to get too close because that'll just bring harm to both of us. Good fences make good neighbors. I cannot throw this as far as I would like. Hello. Dang. Short range. Right. I'm up there, so actually it's not so. Just throw it up here, I guess. Not quite. Clear off the top of this plateau. There we go. There's an alien back there. He won't be back there anymore pretty soon. Alright, and then walk away, and then at least turn sideways so that you're facing your better side of your armor is facing the right way. At least slightly. I know it's partially bad, but it's better than nothing. And Astra will move up to a location where she can provide slightly better support. Alright, done. Smoke. Explosion. Looks like it ate a hole in the ground, which is fun. Hello. Oh, okay. That's one of those weird ESP sort of looking through the wall sort of occasions. I'm just gonna write that off as version issues. Alright, Gudrun, just peek into that cave and toss a proximity. Should I toss it down into the cave slightly or put it at this bottleneck so that they can't... I'm gonna bottleneck it. Bottleneck it. If they come out, they'll get hit. They can still kind of look down the shaft a bit, but as long as we're not near there, I think we'll be okay. Alright, Gaston. The cave is kind of secure. As long as you're not near one of the shafts, it's okay. Mikhail, you have other grenades to distribute. Would you like to prepare a proximity? Yes, I know you would. Alright, we're gonna have you hold on to that, and Oscar Bryant is just a cannon user now. You will get up to the top of this plateau and take cover behind the rocks and just kind of watch. Tatsuo will move up to the corner and he will watch. Maybe he'll be around the corner so that he might not get flanked as easily. Oops. Oh, crap. Okay, you get completely around the corner and just hide. Change of tactics. Damien. Ha, 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 ha. Move up a little bit, please. And watch for evil monsters. Alright, and Andrea will follow you and hopefully react to things that try to scrooch you, and Helga will do the same. But she's not very good at reacting. Crystal Hafner, even further behind. Steve Martin, everyone, bringing up the rear, ready to react to things. Karnov will hold off just to make sure that his friends are a bit more out of the smoke when he does his barrage. Okay, just you two and Mikhail and Karnov. All right then, good enough. Let's just light this thing on fire some more. Okay, look, some fires. Congratulations, well done, Karnov. I will spit fire. I will spit excessive amounts of fire at the alien spacecraft. I will shoot. I can shoot down alien spacecraft with my mere spitting. I do not need this weapon, for I will spit fire directly from my mouth. That will stop the entire alien civilization. Well, sure, yeah, why not? I have defeated powerful wizards before with the mere spitting of my mouth. The mere spittings from issued forth from the great hole that is the mouth of Karnov. Alright. Well, good to know. If we need to defeat them all we need to do is have Karnov spit excessively, and then we'll win the game. Alright, Grenadier Coward, would you like to create some fires on the top of the ship? I think that'd be kind of fun. Why not? Sure, we could hit some of our friends. We could also not hit some of our friends. This is a risk we're gonna have to take. There's smoke coming from the interior of the ship could be on fire. It could not be on fire, but it could very well be on fire. I like that idea. Grenadier Coward, done. Oh, I forgot to hit the done button. Okay, done. Hidden movement, which is still hidden. completely. They're all inside? Is that what you're telling me? That they're all inside? I think that's what you're telling me. I am going to believe that they are all on the inside of the craft at this point in time. And Lewis, you need to get out of the smoke because you're getting loopy. You're getting loopy, not me. I mean, Karnov's getting a little bit loopy, but you're the loopiest. You're the loopiest of them all. You've been scoring the Fruit Loops and eating them all in one go. Alright, Karnov, more fire. Open fire. Alright, it's done. That is how you use an entire clip of flame ammunition. Maybe not the most effective way. Ooh boy, Andre Taylor took some smoke inhalation because of where she was standing when Karnov opened fire, which is strange, but that's how it goes. Damien, you put a proxy in front of the alien spacecraft for now. We will remove it once we are prepared to move inside. Perfect. Alright, keep watch. Tatsuo, why don't you go a little bit forward? Okay, you could be flanked though. That's one reason why not. Astra, just watch over Tatsuo. I don't want him flanked. And be careful about fire. Oscar? Oh no, I fell down and broke both my legs. You can fall, but I don't think there's falling damage in this game. I don't think, anyways. There could be. I haven't fallen many floors in the same go, but as far as I remember, you can jump off of things and fall as far as you like without actually suffering damage. Whereas if I usually fall 2 or 3 times my own body height, my legs mightn't be in trouble. One time, you know, one space, that's fine, but 2 or 3 times, if I'm like 2 or 3 floors up kind of thing, that's an issue. That starts to become an issue. I mean, a human being can technically get killed by just falling 1 square if he, like, just totally fell straight on his neck, you know? You're standing and you fall head down, face first kind of thing. If you fall in the right way, you're doing a swan dive, it's actually pretty easy to injure yourself pretty badly in the smallest of falls. Whereas if you also land properly, you can survive some pretty big falls. The most famous big fall that was survived was the Russian soldiers that would jump out of a airplane and would land during World War II. They were trying to do a paradrop, or I mean not a paradrop, but an airdrop. They were trying to do an airdrop with infantry without using parachutes. So they thought, why don't we just drop them in the really thick snow? And it kind of worked if by worked you mean that some of the men survived. They were terribly injured and in no shape to fight, but they survived. Maybe 1 or 2 of them could pull a trigger once or twice afterwards, but it's not the condition you want your men to be in. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I got on that topic. And we're seeing them inside. We know there's 3 of them inside now. I think they're all inside, and we know they're muton men now, which is a useful piece of information, I must admit. Because muton men do scare me. We're gonna need to use the plasma. All right, check behind here. We've got that. We've got this mountain proximity mined on both sides. So if there's one in there, A, he's being very stubborn about coming out, but B, he's probably not going to be able to come out without causing an explosion very easily. Oh, there is more real estate over there though. So actually, before we move in, let us explore that remaining area. Do we have any large explosive packages that we can chuck in that random direction, that general direction? If someone does, we have as many of those as we like, so I wouldn't mind distributing one of those in that direction. Also, actually, people, pay attention to the door. Pay attention, door, attention, paying. Maybe one of you can face this way, but most likely we are going to see them coming out of the door. I know there's a thing at the door, so, you know, they're going to be injured when they come out. Alright, I know I've seen them at this corner, so if the flames can get through the corner, I would like them to come through this corner. Go ahead and make it, well, wait 1 second. Or did I have you just read, or no, oops! I clicked on the wrong hand. Alright. I would like you to fire at that corner, but actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd like to wait and make sure that the rest of my men are out of the smoke so that no one goes unconscious from smoke inhalation from the actions of Karnov. Alright, Astra will be up here, and Gaston will search a little bit over here, even though it's kind of scary being over here on your lonesome. You are covering the back of your friend, so that's important. Alright, not much real estate left in the corner. Granted, your coward does have plenty of grenades, but I think I'm just going to hold off on that and just float. And Lewis is just sitting back here, calmly waiting for an opportunity to fire his crazy thing. Yeah, just crouch behind the rock. Just crouch where you're safe. Okay. Is that everyone besides Karnov, basically? Oh, Mikhail. Mikhail, you've got an active proximity mine. You could just toss it in the corner, I suppose. Just, remember that it's there. Or not. Just hold on to that thing. Remember it's active, but put it in your belt. Hopefully we won't die at some point. Alright, move up a bit. And then Oscar Bryant can move up a bit as well. Reminding myself of what's up here. That is very awkward. It looks like your legs are sticking out of the terrain. There we go. I'm being eaten by the land! It's Quickland! You mean quicksand? No, Quickland! Okay, that's a new one to me. Well, it exists. It exists now, I tells you. Because it's eating me alive. Okay, so if I fired at this angle, I could potentially hit one of my friends, but it's not very likely. Karnov, move up one step just to be a little bit more certain of where you're firing, and shoot the side of this ship, damn it. Okay, well, that's definitely some fire. That is fire that you caused. Congratulations, Karnov. Oscar Bryant, done. We're done. Alright, another turn. 9 turns of not much happening except for me creating lots of fires and enjoying it. Now, I do realize that the fires could potentially destroy the consoles they're in. But if it kills an alien, and if I lose an alien navigation for killing an alien effortlessly, then I consider that a victory. So, Karnov, continue with the... That is a nice little fire you have made. Continue with the fire creation. Okay, that was not very impressive. Your first barrage was impressive, but that was not. Alright, Helga, just keep watching that door. Crystal, same deal. Oh, I should have hit the end button. End. Damien, I would like you to explore. Making sure that what little real estate is left is secure. Tatsuo. Okay, corner is secure. We have discovered the corner and it is secure. Now all that's left is this mountaintop. Mikhail, help search this mountaintop. Yeah, actually, why don't you fly up? Okay, and that is kind of the area we destroyed a bit, so that's actually why there's a bit of a crater there. Astra, I would like you to focus on the door now, because I think everywhere else is basically safe. So the door is the greatest concern. We will prepare to blow it open. Steve Martin, you will probably be the person who will blow it open with your cannon. Or blow away the remaining, thing. Alright, Oscar Bryant, looks clear. There's some funny, do those look like broken logs? It's kind of weird. Okay. It's weird how the shroud is being awkwardly removed, and now we're staring inside the ground! But I suppose I would declare this area as clear. This area is clean. It looks pretty clean. Alright. We can finally focus on the ship. It took me long enough, I realize. Well, except for Gudrun. Gudrun, I do want you to keep your eyes on this mound, just to make sure that no one comes out of it and surprises us. Andrea Taylor, actually, you have the... Well, no. No reason to remove the mine yet. We'll wait until we have organized our people. So, movement is hidden, except for that, which is strange. Gudrun is going to continue to watch this mound from here, mostly staring at that exit. Saving time units. Okay, Oscar is going to come over here. That was weird. Did you just like fall twice? I know you walked up and fell once. I saw a lot of weird stretchiness. Okay, and Tatsuo, actually, there is a little bit of mystery land there. An alien could be hiding right there. It'd be very doubtful, but, you know, it could happen. I have learned to not cross out, or not remove possibilities from my mind until I'm certain, because It's like, there was one other time where it's like, there's no way that the alien's in that one closet over there. And then all of a sudden the closet opens up and there he is. In the closet, the one closet that I didn't think he would be in, but of course he is, because that's life. It's a bitch. Okay, Damien, why don't you help explore that little... Okay, that's just... that's solid dirt, so actually he couldn't be over there. I thought there was actually a space there. Okay, move up. Next. Karnov is running out of ammo, but he is enjoying himself immensely. Why don't you move over here and position your next shots carefully? And actually, let's wait for the fire to die down a bit before you create a new one. And Gaston will move up here with his cannon. What's the deal? Are you saving that much time, or is it... Stop saving time. What's your deal? Are you having trouble moving? What in the world kind of movement was that? Alright, well... Alright, that was confusing. Who cares? Mikhail, you have flying armor. You can move where I tell you to. Without fail. Alright. Maybe I should have saved time units. And then Grenadier Coward, I'm going to have you fly back on the fin so that you actually have more accuracy. Alright, done! Movement is still. Movement is still, in fact, hidden. Okay. Gudrun Kraus, pay attention to this mound. He could come out of the back of the mound, so that being the case, I want you to be focusing kind of this direction. Well, if he came out the back, he still might... I guess it's fine for now, though. He still would have a long way to walk if he did that. Oscar Bryant, moving up. Astra, keeping an eye on things. Gonna get a safer angle so that the crossfire might not kill her friends. Damien can move up a bit closer. Andrea, we're hanging out. Helga, moving up a bit, hanging out. Steve Martin, okay, hanging out. Gaston. Because I don't want to get much closer than that, or otherwise, when I fire the cannon, the splash might hurt ourselves a bit. What? There is an alien out. Oh, it's another one of them weird things. Okay, well we know an alien is right next to that golden door. That is information that I should not have that I just received. So, yeah, message received loud and clear. Karnov, the fire has died down. This cannot stand. I will make much fire. Congratulations, you have made new fires. Let's go ahead and snapshot this last fire, okay? And then you have one more round that you're going to save until you distribute it in a very particular manner. Care to come out? No? Alright. I was considering that how close that alien was to the door that he might come out, but not the case. That is fine. I'm gonna organize this a bit more, and then if he doesn't come out, I'm gonna come in after him. Alright, Oscar Bryant. Gotta put you over here because you're an officer. Like that. And then Andrea Taylor, maybe just stand there. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna wait one more turn. Movement is hidden. It remains that way. No one is dying in a fire, right? No, and all the fire went away from Karnov's destruction. And you're still seeing that alien who is right here. So once again, that alien is right here. It would be nice if you can shoot him, but there's no possible way you can shoot him. It's weird that you can see him. Alright. I guess I'm gonna move in. With the alien so close at the door, though, I have trouble wanting to move in, because I think he's, you know, it's like he might be looking at us. I can actually tell that he's actually, well, no, I can't tell which way he's facing. Actually, it looks like he's either facing towards us, this way or that way, so, yeah, I can actually get a lot of information. I'm actually gonna wait. Okay, is he still there? Is he still there? I'm kind of abusing this information I'm getting. Maybe I shouldn't be using this information so much. You're just gonna stand there for all time, aren't you? Okay, one more turn. One more turn. Because I hate muton men. I just hate them. I hate them so much. Okay, fine. If you're not coming out, we're coming in after ya. Alright, after saying that, we have to come in. That's just how it goes. Okay, we're blowing the door open. Alright, people with good reactions and plasma cannons should move up first, that means you, Astra, even though you're a captain, just get to the side and be ready to scrooch. And then who else? Gaston, you had a plasma cannon. Not the greatest reactions, but yeah, get like this and like that. And next. Andrea, I still want you here to react with your cannon, even though you have friends that are nearby that would be very unhappy with the prospect. Same with you. Crystal Hafner, move up. And we will be entering a crossfire kind of situation, but I still think it's preferable to letting the aliens get their way and just shooting us. It's better for us to be shooting than them to be shooting, because generally that works out to in our favor. Okay, and yeah, you're using explosive rounds, which could end very poorly. So people with plasma cannons are the ones I want to move up. And you're still seeing that. Remember, we have a proximity mine on the ceiling there. Getting too close to that could result in bad times for us. Very important to note. Go ahead and use up your last round, Karnov. Snap. Or actually, no, aim. This is precious. I must aim carefully. I have successfully lit fires that makes no sense. And I am happy about that. Gudrun, actually, I want you, because you've got a plasma cannon, to get over here now and help us with the attack, because the plasmas are precious. Plasmas are precious in this situation. Very precious. Okay, Karnov. We're going to move up. Ideally, I would have liked to have obtained an extra plasma cannon before moving in from the aliens, but that's not the case, so... okay, so... Once again, yeah, Gaston was our lowest ranking person with a plasma cannon. Alright, we don't know if there's two. There are two aliens right in front of us. Gaston, I do want you to scrooch the one that's directly ahead of you, because he's the one who's most likely to kill you, and then the next one might react. He didn't react. Okay, scrooch him too. Nice. And you put a hole in the wall, and I didn't think about the fact that I wouldn't have enough movement to do anything, so Gaston, you're probably screwed. Gaston, you're probably screwed, but at least the door's going to shut, so it's only going to be Gaston that's screwed. Sorry, Gaston. Sorry, Gaston. Please don't... Gaston, you lived! Okay. I thought you were screwed because I didn't do the math, but I have been spared from math... from the consequences of poor math for one turn. Let us make sure that we don't make that mistake again. Okay, Astra, I am going to have you... Ooh. Oh, hello there! Gaston should have looked around him. You only have a small bomb launcher, so I think you could still react. So just go ahead and scrooch him. I was thinking of maybe having someone else do it, but nope. All right, it's not the outcome I wanted. Again, outcome wanted not. Okay, well, just get in the corner and also look at the direction the aliens might come and scrooch you from. Crystal Hafner, I want you to come in. And I want you to do the scrooching honors. Okay, that was... You can destroy those doors. I thought you couldn't. I fired so many shots at the door before and it didn't break down, but now it does when I don't want it to. That is so life. Okay. Come on now. Alright, get out of the way. We might get knocked unconscious. And you also had a proximity mine, so if you got knocked unconscious, that would be very, very awkward. Okay, we need help. We need help from Gudrun. Gudrun, you can do this. I believe in you. Alright, thank you. That corner absorbs so many rounds. Okay, Gudrun, you can actually counterattack. You can do a snapshot from where you are, but I think some of your friends would be able to do that better because they would have more time units, but at the same time you do have a plasma cannon, so maybe not. I would be moving in with cannon people, and cannon people just make explosions and potentially get people killed. If I ended turn like this, I'd be risking the lives of my officers. If I moved in more people, I'd be risking the lives of more people, but I would have more people to react to things. Oscar Brandt, I just screwed up moving you, so I guess you're not coming in. You're a sergeant anyway, so I probably wouldn't want you to do that. Just get the rest of our friends close to the door so they can provide support next turn, because the door's shut. I know the door's shut, so we'll be safe as long as there's no explosions outside. And then we're going to end turn and hope the people inside don't get killed, despite the fact that 2 of my higher-ranking people, the captain and one of my sergeants, are in there. Okay, so not you, not you, not you, not you. Nope, nope. Done, 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 done. Okay, Tatsuo, I want you to get up here and help us out. Good enough. Oh, or no, what you can actually be closer. Well, who cares? Done. Oh no, oh no, oh boy, Gaston, you are a lucky man. Okay, and we are looking at another alien. Gudrun, would you like to scrooch that alien? I think you should like to. He has used his movement, so he's probably not, yeah, ready to counterattack. Okay, we knocked him out, I think, so that's good. Move up to where you can still react and be out of the way a bit more. Astra is just going to pay attention where she is because she is a captain and she doesn't want to move up. And Crystal Hafner, same deal. Sergeant is going to take advantage of her rank. And then Gaston is going to move up cautiously and get up to this edge. Even though you're not good at reacting, you've got friends that can help you react. So having multiple people in the area does change things. It is a factor. Okay, Damien is going to come up here and stick this way. And then Andrea is good at reacting. You come in and take the gun from this guy and drop your cannon. Don't bother with that extra clip. It's going to take up your time. And then you can help react on this side, potentially. Yeah, so Gudrun, can you? No crouch time. Okay. No, or I feel like this is actually the more dangerous direction. So actually, you watch this direction. Make sure that Damien doesn't do anything stupid. He's less likely to shoot if your back is in his face. Less likely. And then Helga will move in and just get behind like this. And Steve Martin is good at reacting. I think he should come in and be ready to react to things, despite the fact that he is a sergeant, so actually risking his life is kind of a worry. But yeah, I think that's I'm willing to risk the life of sergeants. My sergeants, just not. I don't want to risk the life of my higher level people. Tatsuo is good at reacting. Tatsuo is going to come in and take up this corner, I guess, as well. I do have a lot of people now in this lobby that would be leveled by just one explosion. That is concerning. That is a bit concerning. Maybe I shouldn't have. I'm not going to put any more people in that lobby. That lobby is max capacity. Oh, I didn't think about that angle. And I just got one of my sergeants killed. Oh, god dang it. Okay. Alright then, fair enough. I should have looked the other direction. Well, we know where an alien is. Crystal? Maybe you can see him? Nope. Okay, so he's not at that angle anymore, so Gaston will be safe? Yeah, Gaston's safe. Kind of took a risk there. Okay, Gaston, is he in the small room over there? I think he might be. Yep, there you are. And there's no one else near you, so revenge has been gotten. It's a shame I lost one of my sergeants, but that's not my very best. Still a shame, though. I shouldn't. Was that Steve Martin? Steve Martin, no! Steve Martin, everyone! Oh, I lost Steve Martin. I shouldn't have been so risky with Steve Martin. That was Steve Martin. Oh, dang it. Why? Why? No. He was so famous. Everyone mourn on this day, for I have lost Steve Martin to the alien threat. Damn you, Muton men. Damn my poor tactics. Alright, Gudrun. Move up here. Make sure that sort of thing doesn't happen again. We're gonna... Tatsuo is gonna man this corner. Well, at least he didn't... that guy didn't decide to throw an alien grenade. Man, that could have been so much worse, actually, if he had deigned to do so. Alright, we've got some good people who are good at reacting, or people who are good at reacting in positions. Damien could look around. No, Damien, just get in this corner now. Just move over here, like that. And wait, why do I have you facing like this? You should be facing like this, at least. Okay, alright. Everyone else, Crystal Hafner, you're not the best at reacting, but at the same time, I don't want to lose you either, so that's kind of a tough one. Tell you what, Crystal Hafner, move up like this. You be in a position where you can kind of move in and help assault. You want to be in an assault position. So, yeah, like this. Okay. And that's not necessarily... Yeah, just get in the corner entirely. Who cares about your reactions? Karnov, just be outside and ready to move in should we need you. I could have lost someone more important, but it is a shame to lose a sergeant. Anyways. Oh, that was the last one. Okay, the last one killed Steve Martin. You bastards! You bastards killing Steve Martin like that. How dare you? He was a comedy legend. He was one of our greatest... Oh, he was one of our greatest comic minds of all time. How could this be? Alright, so I'm gonna hire some more soldiers in memory of Steve Martin and the other person I lost recently. And then we're probably gonna need to transfer them to the new... Or did the living quarters get complete here? Living quarters are complete here, and then we're building another new living quarters and a workshop. I'm gonna purchase some soldiers here too, as crazy as it sounds. Yeah, I'm gonna purchase 10 new soldiers, which will be a fair amount each month. That will be an extra 200,000 each month, I realize. So we will be paying extra 200,000 maintenance each month, but I am getting more money, so I think that's fair, and it will give us more. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'm ordering 10 new soldiers here, and I think I do still like cannons. Oops, not to those cannons though, just your normal personnel heavy cannons. I think I like them for human weapons. So I'm going to order 10 cannons, should they need them to defend themselves in this base. Oh, but not enough storage space for the rest of it? Okay, cancel on that. What is the storage space being taken up by here? Look at the storage. Mostly Illyrium and missiles. So I am going to build another storage facility. I think it's useful. I think it's nice to have the extra missiles and stuff. And also general stores are really easy to build and maintain, so good. Go ahead and build that. And I guess, should we do something like that in these other places? No, let's just wait on that. But we did build a living quarters here too. Okay, so yeah. 10 soldiers, which is more money here. So another 200,000, but I think we can afford it. Some heavy cannons, 10 of them, and about 20 ammunition. Well, no, 20 ammunition, but 10 of each type of round, so that they can have an AP clip and an HE clip, so they can use each depending on the situation, because they can easily kill themselves without armor, but I think that being able to shoot things around corners with the explosions is extremely useful. Maybe I should order some proxies and also smoke grenades, because I think those are nice too. So yeah, actually, build facilities. Let's get another general stores here as well. Should I put it in that corner? Oh well, yeah. That means that you can only have 2 hangars, or no, 3 hangars. That's fine. Yes, and then also purchase a few of each of those grenades. So some smoke, 10 proximities, 1 for each man. And some normal grenades? No, who needs a normal kind of grenade? Normal grenades are for normal people, and we're not those. Build facilities, general stores. Am I gonna hire 10 for each? So that's 200, 400,000, 600,000, 800,000, 1 million. 1,200,000. If I do that, it'll be 1,400,000 every pay period. That would be a lot to maintain. So maybe I don't want to hire that many soldiers. But I do want to build. I definitely want to defend the Mo A base. I definitely want a few soldiers at each facility just in case we get attacked. I remember how that works. That if you can't defend it with base defenses, you're gonna have to defend it with soldiers. So again, did I order the soldiers for Strika base? I'm going to order 10 soldiers for Strika base as well. The nice thing about ordering a huge number of soldiers is that we do get, this will give us higher ranking personnel, which means that they will be better in combat. Effectively, a larger organization makes your soldiers better in combat. it also hurts the morale more when they panic and get killed, but let's not focus on that bit. So I'm going to hire... I think I am going to hire 10 for each. No, I'm not going to hire 10 for each just yet. I'm going to hire 10 for these bases. I'm still spending a lot each month, but I think I'm going to distribute them across the bases a bit. And my troops will be a bit thin until I get more funding. I'm going to wait to have more funding before I go crazy with these guys. So again, at Strika base, I just ordered the troops. So I'm also going to order, purchase, the weapons, the cannons, 10, and 10, and 10. Wait, incendiary? No. Although they're fun, it'd be fun to burn my own base down, actually. I wonder how much damage, does it actually do damage to the base if you burn your facilities down? That'd be a fun question that I might answer eventually, but not just yet, not just yet. Okay, so once again, 10. Ooh, space issues. Okay, well, we'll order the cannons now anyways. And build facilities. General stores, yes. Strika, building extra general stores, extra general stores, extra general stores. Okay. So that's all said and done. Storage. Oh wait, transfers. Are we ordering the cannons? We're not ordering the cannons yet. I would like to order some of the cannons now, actually, even though I don't have much space. So I'm just going to order 5 cannons and 5 armor piercing, and that's all the space I have? Nope, I've got a little extra space, so... Wait. Okay, 8 heavy cannons and the ammo. Yeah, sure. Okay, so at least if I get invaded at that base, I can have some equipment to defend myself. Not a lot, but something. And then once I figure the rest out, it will be better. Okay, let's sell a few things, because I just got a bunch of new artifacts. We're going to sell a bunch of alien alloys, because I just get too many of them. I know the alien alloys are useful, but I will run out of space if I don't sell off at least a little. Alien navigation, we get too many of those. And generally we need more power sources, so I'm going to save... Well, I'll sell 1. I mean, it's taken me a long time to make this Avenger, so I think I'll be okay. Floater corpses, float away. Celatids, sold. Salicylicoid. And we got a ton of alien grenades, and I like that, so I'm going to keep that the way it is. Sell some of the bomb launchers. We've got a whole bunch of heavy plasma guns, and I only need about 5 extra, so... There's 6 million right there. Love selling those heavy plasmas. Heavy plasmas are worth a lot of cash. We actually don't get a lot of plasma pistols. They're not worth as much anyways, and I haven't used any throughout the game, so that's fine. I mean, I might research them eventually, but for now, alright, 6 million. That'll make up for all the new recruits. Hopefully how's my monthly cost looking? Okay, so my income is 13 million. My monthly costs are 6 million. Is that just from this base, though? That's just from this base. Yeah, 6 million, so there was 6.1, 7.6, 8.5, 9.4, approximately, we'll just say 10, no, 10.3, no, we'll just keep it at 10.4, 11, 12, and not, yeah, almost, I'm almost spending as much in maintenance as I am currently making. That's what I'm seeing right here. So, yeah, let's try not to increase the maintenance too much. Otherwise, I will start finding myself in debt if I cannot sell enough alien artifacts, which I'm doing a pretty good job of selling our alien artifacts, but who knows? The aliens could dry up. You know, they could stop. The aliens could stop showing up, or I could stop getting alien equipment, or I could just need a lot of money for something else. So, in any case, I don't want to overspend. I'm spending a lot, and I think it's good to spend. I think it's good to expand as much as you can, but not too much. Well, not exactly as much as you can. I think it's important to expand as nearly as much as you can while still having a nice little buffer to keep yourself safe. Or at least the exact level of buffer that you need to get by. Was I not researching any? I've been forgetting to research stuff? Whoopsie doodle, that is. Oh, I feel bad about that. How long has that been going on? Well, my scientists have just been hanging out and having a good time. Just enjoying themselves. That's fine. That's great. I mean, it's only humanity that's at stake here, so just go ahead and have yourselves a party at my expense. Alright. Great. Has that been going on since I researched the sectoid thing? I think so. I think it's been a few days. Alright. So, research the mine probe, I think, is a good idea. But then again, the small launcher, we're going to need the small launcher and the stun bomb. We are going to need these things, so yes. Small launcher, stun bomb, then mine probe. Or no, you could actually start getting mine defense, actually, before... yeah, I'm going to change my... No, it's a hard decision between the small launcher and the mine probe, but I'm going to go small launcher. I'm going to go small launcher, then mine probe, and then we'll start researching less important things. Okay, Sky Ranger's refueling. And we found another small UFO. I'm going to shoot you down, because you're going too slow. Unless you want to speed up and run away. Nope. Sorry, you're gonna die. Go ahead and make it an aggressive attack. Although, if I get injured, I will have to repair a bit longer, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're gonna wait till daylight comes around. Actually, I've been playing for about an hour, so I'm gonna save the game as... yes, it was over Arctic Aliens. I'm gonna save it as... Steve Martin. No. Why you? Why? So, alright, last time it was why me, now it's why Steve Martin. Damn you aliens, why do you kill the ones I love? Alright, so, thank you very much for watching this episode of XCOM UFO Defense. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, good people of Earth. Good night.